this tutorial, we will talk about friendly games. So what is a friendly game? If two teams wants to play a game or a cricket match without participating in any tournament, that we call as a friendly game. So there are two different ways that you can start your friendly game. The one is like a normal traditional way that you can log in to any one of the teams that wants to play a game. You can log in, and then you will schedule a friendly game between the two teams. I will show you how you can do that. But there is another way, which is more simpler, which is more simpler and easy to create an instant friendly game. So what is the meaning of instant friendly game? Means that you don't want to schedule a game. The both teams are in the ground. You just want to start a cricket match. So what you will do, you will create an instant friendly game, and the good thing is that you don't have to be the team admin. You don't have to be logging into the team to schedule a match. Simply you can, on a few clicks, you can start your game. So I will start first with the instant friendly game. So the first thing what we will do to create an instant friendly game, we will go to the menu. Then we will choose the scoring. That's normally, like whenever we want to start our any batting side scoring, usually we go here. That normally you enter the score sheet code to start the inning, but now rather than the starting the inning, we want to create a new friendly match. You can see on the right hand side, now we got a new option called the new friendly game. So as soon I will click onto this, it will ask me the confirmation. What it says, that ready, you want to start a game. It's not in a second inning. For the second inning of any friendly game, you don't have to create it. Rather, you will need a score sheet code, which basically you can enter here for a second inning, which I will definitely show you. So we simply click on a new friendly game, and we will click on a continue. Yes, we want to create a new game or new friendly match. So just simply enter your date. Of course, it automatically it will get the current time and the date for you. But if you want to schedule for a later time, you can choose it. Let's say maybe I want to start this game at 1:45. So we'll just adjust the time. Oh, sorry, we will set the time and date, and then which type of the ball that you guys are gonna be using for your friendly game. Maybe it's a tennis ball, and by default it comes up with the 50 overs. But let's say we want to do the 10-over game, and we want to give it the limit of a bowler for two. Then you need the three more things to start a game. Venue, where you want to play your game. Of course, you can select from the predefined grounds or the venues. But if you don't see your venue here, you can simply go and add in a new venue here, but just by simply clicking on add venue. Once your venue is there, then you can come back and schedule your game again. So same thing for the teams. Either you can pick the team which already exists in the system, or you can create a new one if you want to. But for here, for the test purpose, I'm gonna pick here my first team. So simply how you can select a team, you can start typing the name of your both teams here, in here for the team one, and now I'm just entering the team two name. So as soon you will start typing, you will see it will show you the list of the matching team names. And just if you notice here on the left hand side where it starts, that is basically the ID of that particular team, and then after the colon, that's the name of the team. So we have entered all the information that is required. Simply we will click here on next now. So our game is basically already created. Now what it is asking for is just asking for the first team that you can pick up a player here. You can select the player. So for friendly game, there is a limitation that it you must have the minimum 2 players selected. You can have the many players that you wanted to for the team one, but it requires a minimum two. For team one and team two, both requires at least 2 players. And now how you will pick up a player? You will start typing name, and let's say I will just pick up my name here, and plus click on a plus, so you can see this player is already selected. So of course, if you have a new player that does not exist in the system before, this is maybe the first time that player wants to play with this team, so simply start typing a name, any name. Let's say I just start anything, and you will see it will give you an option here. So you can just simply click here. It requires the 3 things: first name, last name, and the player's address. Date of birth is not mandatory. If you want, you can fill in, but it's optional. These 3 things: first name, last name, and the player address, are the mandatory, so you just have to fill in that. And just after, click the add player. Let's even try to add a new player. I will call it as in new test player, and address, I will say the temp add for now, and we will just click on add player. You will see now this team already have selected for 2 player for this game. So basically here you are picking, like normally if for your team or the playing 11, when you do the player selection, it is exactly the similar kind of a thing for the team one. So you can add the many players that you want. Like I said, it requires the minimum 2 players. We have done that, so now we can click on a next. So now it will ask the similar thing for the team 2. So you can pick up a player. I will start typing the name. It will give me the all list of all the available players. I can just simply click on the blue plus button, so that will add this player. And let's start with the C. Well, I just typed the U, any letter, and it gave me the list of all the players that exist in the system, so I can pick one of them, which I did. So now for both our team, we already have selected the player. So we are almost on to the last step now. So what it did, if you read it here, it clearly tells you that please note for the both teams. This is the team 1 score sheet code, and this one is for the team 2. So please share the whichever team your team is, you can note it yours and provide the other score sheet code to the other team so they can start their inning. Let's say the test 1 team, then test 1 is basically the first name of the team, and this one is the second team. So all you can do is either you can notate your score sheet code and start the game like we do. Go to the back onto the main screen, which I will show you later, or it will give you an option um, whichever team wants to start the inning. They can just simply click onto this button, start inning. But before we do that, please make sure you noted the both score sheet codes, and you have already given the one code for the other team as well. So let's start for the test 1. Just click it and see you have already started your score sheet. So you can see for the team 1, these are the 2 players. Team 2 is this one. I will just simply click on a continue. Oh, and now it will ask you which team won the toss, maybe this guy. If you have the information for your umpires, you can just fill it in. And now, just like any other game, like normally you will do the entry for the score sheet, it is exactly the same thing. So you can basically now pick for the player one or the player two for from the batting team, for the batsman one, batsman two, opening bowler, and there you go. So you can start scoring now. Is basically the team one batting is you have already opened the score sheet for them. Now, just the couple of things I would like to mention here that we have added in our score sheet in this screen where you can enter your score sheet. There is a couple of options has been added. So very first thing is the change squad. So basically, if let's say you started the game and now because it's even a friendly game and you want to maybe add add or remove a few players from the both the teams. So simply what you can do is you can click on the change squad, which squad you want to make a change, batting team or the bowling. So it will give you the flexibility to change a team. So you can see it like it's telling me these two players so far is playing. If I want to add more player, I can just simply pick up from the list of the players. Let's say maybe for this one is not available, or you can pick any these players who might have played previously for this team. So green is the one which are selected for now. The other one are the players that maybe who has played in the friendly games for this team previously. So just for the sake of convenience, it will give you the list of all those the players that maybe he has played any single game for this team in the past. Or you can pick altogether a new player from just start typing, or even if you don't see the name like I showed you earlier, if you will start typing, it will give you an option. You can go and add a new player. And now let's say I want to pick up a more player. I can just add more, click on update, and you can see it says the success. So now we have added the players. We can go back and we can start our scoring back again. So this is the one of the features that for both teams, and usually that what happens during the practice games, especially maybe you started with the 2 3 people in a one team, but now you want to add a more person because you got a more players in. So simply you can go in the change squad option and you can add or remove the players over there. The second thing I would like to mention that frequently the people ask, like maybe you started with the 10 overs game, but now you want to reduce, or maybe you want to edit more as per your situation. So in order to adjust the overs, what you can do is you can go to the settings and then choose this the first option called the inning settings. So if you go there, simply you can add, now let's say my game is reduced to the 8 overs. If you remember, initially when we started the game, it was a 10 over game, but because of the time constraint, maybe we want to change the overs to 8 rather than 10, and maybe now the bowler limit we want to change to the 4. So of course, click on a update, and that should be it. So now, if you see it here, the overs has been changed to 8. So you can add or remove, add or change the overs if you want to. So so this is pretty much it. I want to show regarding how you will score this, how you will add the scoring, or you continue with the scoring with the friendly game is exactly the same way like for the normal, you do the scoring for a normal game. Now let's say maybe there is some problem with this phone where you were doing the scoring, you want to change the scorer, you want to start the scoring on a second phone or second device. So all you need to know is if you click, and you need to know what was the score sheet code if for some reason you were not able to to write it down what was your score sheet code. So what it will do, this icon right here, it will give you the score sheet code for your inning. So that's important thing for your inning. And now the question is, let's say maybe the other team, they did lose their score sheet code. Second team needs to start their inning. Now what they will do? Let's assume that they don't have their score sheet code. Now what they will do? For some reason, let's say maybe if they forget uh, to write down their score sheet code, so you will go back onto the same screen, scoring. If you see here, that's where it says here, in any friendly game, if the second team needs to find out their score sheet code, click or tap here. So once you will click and tap here, it will ask you at least give the code from the first team. So let's say I am from the second team. I don't have the score sheet code with me. What I will request to the team one who already has finished their inning. If they have the score sheet code, I will just simply enter that and click on the find code. It will tell me what is the second inning code. So now I will get this. I will note it down, cancel it. Now I can go back. Yeah, so rather than going back, but I want to show you that normally we go here under the scoring, and here we will enter the score sheet code, and then we can start scoring for the second inning. or or there was a more quick way there, which I want to show to you. um, So find code here, and if you see here, it will also give you an option here, start the second inning, if you wanted to. But I will go back just to show normally how we do. So now the second team has their score sheet code. They simply will come in here, enter the score sheet code, start scoring, and that will start the second